guys, once again to another review and recap of Love and Marriage DC. So today we're going to be recapping the episode 5, right? Episode 5. Firstly, I would say this episode did not do anything for me. I felt like it was more of fillers and a waste of so much time. And I felt like it was only at the ending that I got anything worth my while, worth my time in this episode. I don't know if you guys felt that way or maybe because I didn't just like the episode, but I just felt like it was a waste of my time.
Well, I kind of felt the same way. It was like actually boring. I didn't really get what I came to get out of it. So I watched it twice, just to see if I missed something, if I blinked my eye too long or something. But yeah, it was kind of boring.
What about you, Shepard? How was just the episode?
Yeah, it didn't get good until the end, and once we saw the end, I was like and it said next time on, I thought, "That's it." It went by so fast. Yeah, it went by so
Yeah,
fast.
that's what I was. I felt like the ending was where everything started. For me, the ending was where the episode started. And for them to just give us that and say next time on, I felt like that was a waste of a whole as 47 minutes of my life that went into something useless. I could have used that time for something with like something useful. That was just like. But anyway, let's talk about the things that happened in the episode. Mm, The main thing was they were going for it. Um, Winter hosted them to a trip, and I think this is Valentine's period during that period. And there's something I want to understand. You know that people don't like some certain people in the group, and you are hosting them to a vacation where everybody has to be there. I feel like this vacation shouldn't be happening because everywhere is still hot. The war zone is still piping hot, and of course, it's gonna end in disaster. There was no way you would have thought that this vacation or whatever was going to end nice because everybody is still in their feelings. Everybody is still in their feeling it, and it shows. Joy and Clifton decided that they don't want to go with them, and they wanted to stay in different lodging. It already shows. So I don't know why they were in depth on fixing this vacation. For me, I would have preferred come on sanity, come on peace of mind. Let me go on my vacation on my by myself and enjoy myself than going on this disaster of everybody being there. What did you feel about this vacation? Already we see that they are already going separately, and some people are already like, I don't want to talk to these people, I have beef with these people. How did you feel about the vacation being held together by winter?
Well, I mean, I'm not really much of riding with the crowd. I prefer to take my own ride, to tell the truth, because I like being in control. I'm a control freak a little bit. But, if it's a group trip, they should have been on it. They're on the show. They should have been there, you know. But what I didn't really understand is the little games they were playing, like the truth or dare. Like, why ask a question when you know somebody don't like somebody? You want to ask them about it, and then when they asked Ashley, and Ashley asked her homegirl, "Well, how do you feel about them?" Like, that's just stirring the damn pot before you get there. You know what I'm saying? So I already knew it wasn't gonna be nothing nice going to this little trip.
For me,
I didn't quite
okay.
under Yeah, I maybe I sorry, go ahead.
No, I wasn't saying anything. Shepherd, you can go
Wasn't
ahead.
paying much attention when they're on the. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello?
Yes.
We can hear you.
Okay. I said that maybe I missed
Your mic is off. We can't hear you. Sure, we can't hear you. Okay. Let's go ahead. Now they played all these silly games that I did not understand. I didn't understand why they had to play all those games. It's like there's a
hello?
group of people that I would be around and they play this kind of games. I would understand it, but not with them. Not with their age group, not with their age bracket. But anyways, we got that game. But um, like you said, the questions that actually Elena was asking was leading. Like you know things are already bad. Now you want to. I think she's trying. Hi, Shoprite. Can I say something?
I was just testing the mic. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I feel like her questions were leading, and she wanted to just like she was making it worse for me. And I feel like Elena sometimes tries and likes to add fuel into the fire. I do feel sometimes Arena do like adding fuel into the fire that is already flaming up. So that's how I feel about her. I really don't. I'm not really a fan of her. She's always trying to form, play the cool, calm person. But I feel that sometimes she always adds fuel into the fire. She always does.
Right. What I didn't really
Now,
understand is Aaron's husband. Like he's the one who really stirred the pot, when they were at the little baseball game or whatever that was, when they were at the
uh,
stadium in their private little pent house. But he's the one who stirred it up. And on the way, when they were getting ready for the trip, he was like saying how he was so tired of this and that and the other. And, like stirred it up, talking about, well, I feel like it, the air is thick here. You guys need to get something off your chest. He started it. But now that it started, you don't want to be a part of it. So I just didn't get that part. I just wanted to put that part in.
yeah. Now they've arrived to their location. Everybody's, there and they're waiting to have their dinner. Then we have Joy and Clifton arriving different to their hotel room. I want to say something. I don't feel like Joy and Clifton are that authentic. The way they do things, I don't know, maybe it's because of me. Probably like I would say maybe I'm a little judgy because I watched them on Ready to Love and I saw things that played out on Ready to Love and the way they treated some of their other cast members during their season on Ready to Love. Probably I am still using that judgment against them, but I don't seem to find them very authentic. The way they're like talking, I know that I've always felt like they always like to be perceived as the main character energy. They always like to have that main character energy. And I think that she loves the fact that Ashley and her is having this beef and it's so big. Um Irrespective of the fact that she's trying to be like, oh, I'm not doing this, I hate this. But when you see when I heard the both of them talking in the hotel room, it felt like if they were enjoying the beef, like they were enjoying the outcome of the beef. That was how it felt to me. I don't know if I'm wrong. I don't know if I'm judging them because of how I already knew they were to their other cast members already to love, but I just don't trust Clifton and Joy, and they always try to put this perfect front. I know they're a married couple, but they try to present this too much perfect fronts. And that time they were trying to like pull out names like they were bringing out the Bible at the same time. They always act so cheeky for me. I just don't get the both of them.
Yeah, I didn't particularly like the part where they pull out the Bible, and they were like, okay, let's find a code word, for let's get out of here. You know, I, you don't need to play with the Bible like that. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna do a code word, cross your fingers over, tap it to your head, let that be your code. But I didn't like the part where they brought the Bible out. I just feel like, these are the cards that they're dealt with. Maybe they're trying to use a little humor to kind of deal with it, because now you have two couples, basically, that's four people that you're going on
Mm-hmm.
this trip with that don't care for you guys. So maybe they're trying to fight a little bit of that with a little bit of humor, wicked humor. It didn't come across on some people. Some people got it, some people didn't, you know. But I just felt like maybe that's what they were trying to do.
You know what? I'm not familiar with them because I didn't watch the other show, but I do like them on this show. Now, I don't know if you guys got a chance to see Carlos King interview them yesterday.
No, I didn't.
No,
Okay,
I
if you get a
didn't.
chance on his, on his YouTube channel, I thought it was a great interview. I don't know them from the other show like you guys are familiar with them. So I don't know, what their behaviors have been in the past, but they were very funny on his show. Yeah, when you get a chance, watch it. They were throwing a lot of hints and stuff towards Ashley. And then I got a chance to watch Ashley's podcast on her. Well, I don't know if she's calling it a podcast, but she and Winter go on her YouTube after the show. And I usually don't watch it because the first
Mm-hmm.
time I watched it, it was so boring, but I did watch it last night. They had Color Me Pink. She was on there and she's great. So I think that's what made it better, them having her on there. But yeah, they Winter just kept saying that they're fake, kind of alluding to what you're saying. They're fake. The stuff that they're saying, show your real lives, not just Winter, but Ashley as well. And I was just wondering, what is their real life? What are they being so fake about? I need somebody to explain that to me. They kind of insinuated that the Tylers and the Petties both are being fake and they're not showing their real lives. And all of this is this fakery going on the show. Do you guys know what the fakery is? Can you enlighten me?
I don't know for the Tylers,
Mhm.
but from these people,
Mhm.
for the Petties, right? That's their own name. I really, like I say, maybe I'm not the best judge for them,
Mhm.
because like I say, I'm not looking at them with a fresh face, with a fresh perspective. I'm looking at them from what happened previously from their own season. When they were in their previous their season on Ready to Love, they were loved, like they were jovial, they were funny like this. You would think that yes, we I was once someone like say, okay, yes, I loved Joy, and I think I could fight for her then when anybody, comes for her, and Clifton. I would literally be amongst people that would be like, you know what? Some of them were jealous about Joy and Clifton stuff. Until the rumors started coming out, there was a lot of rumors around them. Allegedly, I'm just gonna say allegedly, but it was said that they probably were just faking it, and it was brought out, like I say, allegedly, that they didn't know each other before the show, and they came into the show to just act a drama for every one of us.
Oh,
And
okay.
yes, they didn't they knew each other before the show. They were dating before the show, allegedly, and they came into the show and acted their love story as if it was one brand new love story. Just to be, people love when the Ready to Love is like a show that when they see people that love each other generally, will surely be towards those people. And I was for them to Joy and Clifton. I was a fan of theirs. Then I decided noticing when things started coming out, and when this guy, Clifton, was chasing another lady, I think one other lady, I've forgotten her name. She's also married now. Um, Joy became so hostile. Like I was surprised the way she switched up. When you've seen somebody in a light before, then you see them in another light. You're not like, so what's the real you?
Right.
She literally went bazooka on this lady, and I was like, no. Well, like, at sometimes I was even asking myself, am I sure I'm actually still watching Joy? And she went on for on this lady, like she literally even started abusing her, that people did not like her on the show, because she did not actually go home with any of the guys on the show. Like the person she's married to is not from the show.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
she was like,
I think I saw that little
yeah,
clip from the reunion on YouTube.
yeah.
Oh,
So she
well,
really went on this lady with the insult and everything. I was like, okay, now I'm watching Joy and Clifton from the beginning of the show. Then wearing them after the show and also at their reunion, and the banter they had on Instagram, the battles. I'm like, no, they definitely live two different lives. They lie, allegedly, right? They lie a lot. So since then, I don't rate them.
okay. Well, they both were trying to imply that, I guess this is not their real lives. And then, kind of saying things such as, because I guess people were letting them know at the same time Carlos was interviewing Joy and Clifton, people were texting them, letting them know what was being said. Also saying that, oh, you're jealous of them, and you have a crush on Clifton, all that kind of stuff. I don't like him. Look at his teeth. And it's like, okay, is that all you can say is his teeth? And then
Oh,
even
for
he,
Ashley.
yeah, she said, "Look at his teeth. I like nice teeth." That's all you can say is bad about him is his teeth. Oh, he said he was at the basketball game sitting on the floor courtside. He wasn't sitting courtside. She and Winter both were saying things allegedly. You got to go to their channel and watch it. But just
Yeah.
I thought it was funny when he was saying that maybe she's got a crush on me because she keeps talking about me being big, and I think allegedly he referred to her husband as being a smurf. And it's like, I was wondering if there was something there too, because she keeps talking about his size, even by calling him Clifton and big.
Ah,
And it's like, are you mad because he is big,
it's big.
husky, and
Yeah.
masculine? Yeah, masculine. And not saying your husband is not, but I mean, look at the size comparison. You keep talking about his size. So what's the deal with that? But anyway, if you guys get a chance, watch both of them. But yeah, they both kind of gave the impression that they don't want to be around if it's gonna be this fake stuff, and they don't need to be on this show. And even Winter was really, really adamant that she doesn't need to be on the show because she's successful with her ministry that she has going on, and that Joy had said something about, oh, she's dating all these different people, and she was offended by that. But I don't think Joy was saying it like that. But like told you guys, that man we saw on the show, I told you guys I didn't think that she was with that guy.
Really?
Yeah, that's
Wow.
and then she was complaining that, oh, nobody, the Petties, they don't have a personality or whatever that people want to watch. They're
Yeah.
not. Nobody wants to find. And it's like, but what storyline do you have, Winter? You and this man, and I fast forward your scenes every time. I don't want to see this. And then what story does Ashley have unless she's going after them? So you guys are complaining that they don't have a story or whatever, but you guys have made them the story.
But
Allegedly, you
no,
complaining they don't have a story.
allegedly, both of them are each other's story. Ashley is
Right.
um Joy's story. Joy is Ashley's story. So you guys are both each other's story. The only problem I do have with Ashley is that um there is a matured way you should convey your feelings. And I think, in my own opinion, that she tends to convey her feelings immaturely. And I think that's where Joy beats her, that Even if Joy is the wrong party, you know, people might not see it because she tends to talk at, oh, like when 5-year-olds are arguing or when 5-year-olds are fighting. There are some insults when 5-year-olds are arguing or having a fight, they'll be throwing at each other. You'll be like, okay, this is just childish, insult. But when you have adults having issues, you don't expect some kind of words from them. And that's the thing that Ashley does. Like, when she said that, like in the last season episodes, where she was like, you know what, get out. I'm the one that have this place, so I need you to leave. That's what a child would do.
Yes,
Right.
yes. And so we don't see the negativity that Joy does because it's
Exactly.
overshadowed
That's
by
what I'm
all of Ashley's
saying. And,
antics.
and
Yes, her
so
antics.
even if Joy is wrong, we tend not to see it because you're looking at the childishness of Ashley and being like, excuse me, why this childish attitude? Why this immature attitude? And it's true. Even if Joy and Clifton is bad, I might not see it. I might not see it. Maybe I'll have to rewatch it again to realize, oh wow, Joy was wrong here. But I'm pretty sure that at the first look of things, I will not see Joy and Clifton as the wrong party. Because
Exactly.
Ashley just finds a way to make it be like, wow, Ashley, you have to be mature. And I think that is where Joy is smarter than her. I think like Joy, let me just say it. I think Joy is smarter than Ashley. It might
Similar
not,
to
I'm
how
not talking
Kenya,
about in business wise or anything,
but
but I mean when
strategy,
it comes to,
strategy.
yes, conflict, yes.
Like Kenya and Atlanta. Kenya was able. She's always outsmarting and outwitting people with the stuff that she does. It's like, why can't you guys see what
Yes,
she's up to? So I see what you're saying. Yeah.
exactly.
Okay. I'm
So
sorry.
that's the fact with Ashley. She doesn't just know how to like, and I think that is where Arena is better than her because Arena knows how to be matured in an argument that you will not even be able to count her faults. And I
Right.
think that's where Ashley is like, and she's surprised that people are coming for her. It's not that she has the bad attitude or she's the bad person, because the question should be, why is it that Joy and Clifton are disliked by two couples? Because now we are only seeing that she is disliked by Ashley. She has always, even since season one, or no, not season one, season two, the first part, she said some horrible things about Sherelle and her husband.
Who
So
did? Who said the horrible things? Joy.
Joy,
Okay.
she says things about Sherelle and her husband, and she didn't know Sherelle. She doesn't know Sherelle from anywhere, but she knew Duncan before they, I think they were in a band together or something. So she
Right.
said something horrible about them without even knowing Sherelle. So Joy herself, I'm gonna admit it, I feel like Joy also has a problem on her own, but it's that she knows how to navigate herself for her not to look like a child.
Yes, and then
Because
on the live, Winter said that Joy, I think either Winter or Ashley, one of them allegedly said that Joy was refusing to film with the Duncans, and that's why we rarely saw the Duncans. And then that's why people are like, why are they on this trip? Or why were they at the wrestling thing? Why are they popping in and out briefly? Allegedly, they said that she was refusing to film with the Duncans, and the Duncans are under contract to be on the show, but we're not seeing them in these scenes because Joy didn't want to film with them. Allegedly, that's what they said.
so that's the thing. We don't know. Me, I'm one person that when I see someone's attitude, I don't mind. How would I put it? I don't get it wrong when I feel something about somebody, and if the person is not right, I don't always get it wrong. The person always has these bad issues, and I've never liked Joy since that season. And when she said those things about Duncan, I felt like you don't know this person just because you guys had a history before. Just like she felt like, and I feel like Joy has this thing. She said people should not judge her and her trouble. That's her coming and uh Clifton's relationship, but you're judging Duncan because he dated your friend. one time and they broke up. It's not like he cheated on her and was dating somebody else or dating Shirel. He broke up with your friend,
Right.
met Shirel, married Shirel. So what's your beef? Are you
I
the
think
one that
there's
will be fighting for your friend?
I think there's something more to it, and hopefully we'll find out what it is because the way she just has so much disdain for him, I'm wondering if there's more to it than that.
The thing is that she was asked. She
Yeah, but you
said
see,
that because of his attitude, literally broke the group up.
right, and then you see the next episode, it looks like she's gonna get up and walk away. Well, speaking of friends, did you know that they don't talk to Carmen anymore?
The thruple?
What?
Right.
Yes,
It's
they
been about a
don't.
year since they've spoken to her. And did you know that she came on Ashley's live, like the first or
Yeah,
second?
the
I've
first
got to,
episode. No, I think it's the episode where they talked about the trouble.
okay, I'm gonna have to watch that one. I'm gonna have to watch that one. Did you watch it live?
The YouTube video, Ashley's
Yes.
channel.
Yes.
I didn't. I just saw that she was there and I was
Okay, I'm gonna have to
surprised.
watch it because Carlos mentioned it when he interviewed Joy and Clifton yesterday. He mentioned something that she said, and they were surprised. So I've got to go back and watch it. But yeah, they're not friends with her anymore.
Wow. Wonder what happened.
Wonder
Sounds like
what
she was
happened.
clout chasing, allegedly.
Oh
She
God.
said Carmen was cloud chasing.
Allegedly, something along those lines that she was trying to, like, she said, when these lights and the cameras get in your face, people, change. Something along those lines. Allegedly. Go I just had
Wow.
to watch it. So I've got to get caught up
Wow.
because I don't know these people. But yeah, they're not friends with her. They haven't spoken. Well, Joy hasn't spoken to her. I think she said about a year or something. And like you keep telling us, Uzo, we have to remember this was what? The end of 2022, the beginning of 2023. This is really old.
Yeah.
And that's what Winter kept saying. You guys have to understand this was a whole year ago, and lots of things have happened in our lives since
Right.
then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, how did she go? See, there's something I always say. I understand, when we watch some shows, when we see dynamics in relationship on the show, it's telling, right? There are some dynamics that just happen that when some people gang up together and say, let's hate on this person, right? And there are some dynamics that these particular people are not just people that you'll be friends with. My question now I want to find out is how is it that she just came into the show? The first episode she came into the show, she talked trash about Duncan and Sherelle, and now Ashley was your friend. From nowhere, you guys are beefing, although Ashley is behaving like a child. Then Winter also is beefing with you. You have three people
Yeah,
coming for you.
but explain why Winter is now beefing with them. And Winter was saying that, oh, people think that I'm just, being friends with Ashley because I don't have anybody to film with. I don't need to be on the show. Okay, we understand that. But why all of a sudden you have beef with the Tylers and with the Petties? I think she's trying to say the Tylers or Arena was talking about her behind her back. Do you know anything about that?
Arena's always stuck behind the back.
I like Arena, but what is a beef? What happened between Winter and the Petties?
Didn't you notice when Arena said, how have we gotten to the extent? Okay, you said you didn't really watch the episode very well. Arena was like, how have we gotten to the place where we are going on a vacation where Winter is the one hosting us?
Right, but I thought
Didn't you
she was
get that?
referring to the first season, season 1, when Monique was on there, when Winter was talking mess about their family and about, their kids and all that. I thought that's what she was referring to. And they've since
No,
made up from then. So is she
no.
talking about when they had beef back then? Season
They've
1?
always these ladies have always had beef.
I know, but I thought they had resolved that the first half of this season when they had the wig, when they went to the wig shop and Arena was debuting her wig. I thought they had made up the first half of this season. I thought they had
Yes,
made up with
that's
Winter.
the season 2A.
Right. So why is she in real life, in real time, why does Winter have beef with them? Is what I'm trying to figure out.
I guess we'll have to find out because this is
Okay.
like you
Hasn't
say,
come
a
up yet,
year ago.
basically. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
And
this is a year ago. So, like Winter said, a lot of things have happened
well, Winter
till
also
now.
said that they had ended cool. Everybody was cool. I guess when they filmed the reunion and everything, allegedly. And
So,
now they're trying to accuse the Tylers and the Petties of now doing stuff to create problems now. I think that's what they are alleging. That the Tylers and the Petties are now doing stuff in social media or whatever to create
to create
beef,
drama.
allegedly, to create drama. If it is so, they're doing a good job.
Yeah, yes, they're doing a great job because you see them coming out together just by themselves. They're not inviting other people. So it's creating the drama. It's giving us like, oh yes, they're really fighting. But me, I don't, if it is true, I don't understand why you should do that. Are they trying? But there's something else that came into my head. Like we said, this show has not been renewed for another season. Are they trying to make people feel like there's drama when there is no drama, just for us to be like, you know what, I want to see how this will go. Let there be a new season.
That would make sense, but it seems like Winter and I'm sorry, am I echoing? It seems like Winter
So
and Ashley are not on board because they were being like really negative on their live about the show. So it sounds like they have checked out allegedly. And yeah, they weren't very helpful in getting people to want to continue watching it because they just seemed checked out. And I guess because Ashley doesn't like the way she has being portrayed. And I guess Winter, I don't know, maybe, I don't know.
Winter has not been portrayed badly, so I don't know her own
Right. So I
issues.
don't know what her beef is. She's claiming that all of these people are fake and I'm just sick of all the fakery. And it's just like, Winter, what? And it's like, if you guys said you wanted the old Winter back, well, I'm back. And it's just like, yeah, because what you gave us this season was a snooze fest. I fast forwarded all your scenes with this extremely tall man. I fast forwarded all. And now you're not even with the guy.
Wow.
But she
So
said she's not with the guy.
no, she's with some man who she says that does not want to be on the show. And I guess we're not going to see who he is. No, she's not with that other guy. She's with someone else.
Well, why is she
Wow.
on Love and Marriage DC? I don't understand. When you're not in love and you don't have a marriage, where's the show?
Well, she wasn't supposed to be on the show. Apparently, I think remember Monique had that luncheon, and Winter got up there and said what she said about her situation with that other guy. And then I guess they asked her to come back for another event or whatever. And next thing you know, she was on the show. She saved the first season because remember how horrible it was. So if it wasn't for her,
Yeah.
but then she comes back with this, and I understand she's trying to show some positivity, and we should want positivity. But I don't want to see the positivity with her because what we saw from her the first season was so good, and it's just like now you want to give us positive. You're switching up on us. Where's where's the old Winter? Well, on the YouTube video, she was being the old Winter, but from what she said, she doesn't wanna behave like that. She wants to
Yeah,
be positive
I
and
understand.
uplifting. Yeah, I understand, and she has a Christian women's ministry, and she does retreats and everything, so I can understand that, but like you said, then what is she doing on this show? And it sounds like she says that she doesn't need to come back, like, if they're gonna be fake or whatever, "I'm not coming back, I don't need this. I make good money doing what I do, and I don't need to be on this show."
Look, if there's a bag to be made, Ashley and Winter will be there. Trust me. If they're coming back, watch their asses be back. I don't care what they saying.
And then
Money is money, especially when it's easy money and it's good money.
Mm-hmm.
and it is easy just to show up at a restaurant, right?
Yeah,
But yeah,
they just talking crap. More viewers, more viewers.
Well, what about the ratings? Is the ratings doing any better? Because I don't think I've gone online to check their ratings. I've not really been online that much, so
I haven't checked either. I need to check. I had done a review for the first episode. Nobody watched it. I was like, this is too much work Nobody's interested. It's too much work to pre-record and upload stuff. Nobody's watching it. It's time consuming. So I haven't checked the ratings for this show
Mhm.
since the first episode.
No, because I'm always like, what's the rating of the show? Because when it was not airing last week, nobody seems to care.
Good point.
Nobody seems to care. So with all this drama, I know Joy herself is trying, because Joy herself and her husband, they also want the show. They would love for the show to go on, but is there hope for there to be another season of Love and Marriage DC? Because literally nobody is covering it. Absolutely. Okay, even if people are covering it, if they're like amongst the bloggers doing the show, we just like five covering Love and Marriage DC. Nobody cares about the beef. Nobody cares about the issues. No, in short, nobody's even concerned about Joy and Clifton. And I'm gonna say the truth. A lot of people dropped. I know like three or four of my friends that dropped watching this season when they saw Joy was going to be amongst the couples.
Wow. But then this is a
Yes.
good point, and I believe Color Me Pink had asked that about, did she ask them about them coming? Okay, let me rephrase this. My question to you would be, okay, let's remove the Petties. What do you have left? We see part A of the season was not any good, unless they're going to give Sherelle a bigger role, because I like her personality. I think she has a very domineering personality, and I think she could be like
Yeah.
a Nene Leakes character. I see
I
her as
loved
that.
her. I loved her
Yeah,
personality in the first.
I
I
did.
think the only reason why Joy might not want to feel with her, because she gave Joy. Oh, she's not Ashley. She gave Joy a run for her money. When Sherelle here heard about the thing she was saying about her husband, she gave Joy a run for her money, and she wasn't petty, she wasn't childish, she was matured in what she was saying with Joy. And Joy found herself sometimes like lost for words on what to say to Sherelle. So I feel like Sherelle should have been put front and center. When I saw the Petties as one of the main couples, I was disappointed, because I thought that was gonna be Sherelle and Duncan. And her storyline, I follow her on Instagram. When is the show coming back? When is the show? She was doing her story like she was doing this journey on losing weight. You know, she was trying to lose weight, doing a lot of things to lose weight, exercising at home, and she was doing this exercising, how you can exercise at home and still lose your weight, things you can do at home. She was doing that on Instagram, so I felt like that would have been a good storyline to show how she was able to shred her weight while still just being at home. She didn't have to go to the gym, then doing some other things. So that would have been a good storyline. But And I feel like Joy and Clifton that they put at the front and center, remove this Ashley's beef. What have they brought to the table? Nothing. The only thing I see them doing is the amount of time they advertise that their beard oil. My God. Well,
But what has anybody else brought to the table other
that
than
yeah.
this beef? Like, I mean, come on. What is the season about? It is about this beef. It isn't about anything else.
Well, let's say that. Nobody has brought anything to the table. Arena is just there. Oh, this vacation is gonna be horrible. No, they've not brought anything to the table. But I'm just waiting to see. Like, I feel like they might not get renewed.
Well, Detroit got renewed, and it was
And that's it.
horrible. Detroit, remember Love and Marriage Detroit?
Yeah,
That
no
was
one knowing Detroit. Yeah, but that
that,
was this is their second season. Maybe they are thinking there'll be hope. This is their own thoughts. This is their second season part B.
but what else
So
does that network have to show? They don't. What other programming do they have? I don't watch anything else on that channel. What other programming do they have? Something came up with Oprah Winfrey and Angela Bassett. I didn't watch that. I wasn't interested in that. So it's like, what else does a network have to offer other than these shows that they have here? I've never watched Ready to Love, so I don't see why they would not come back. I mean, what else does the network have to offer?
it's true. They really don't have great shows. They don't. They don't have great shows. Well, I don't know. I don't know. But for the Love and Marriage this year, I don't think they are doing that great. I think the only success they've still had is Love and Marriage Huntsville. Um, that's still the most talked about. Ah,
Yeah. I still think Carlos needs to venture out on that love and marriage, but do other places. I mean, believe me,
like
it's
venture out. I don't understand.
yeah, venture out to other cities, other states, other surroundings. There's plenty of housewives who are loved in love and they're married, show some of their lives and how they live and you
Isn't
know
there isn't there a rumor that they're getting one in the Midwest somewhere, like St. Louis or Kansas or somewhere like that? I think that's a rumor out that there is another one coming up.
they need it.
Well, I think another issue they have is that when he's casting this house um those families, he always goes for the ones that are known a little bit in town, people that are a little bit like they have a little stats celebrity status on in the city. Why
Mm,
doesn't he just go for natural housewives, like natural husbands, like people that never had fame in any shape or form? Let him cast those people, because I think those people might want to bring the authenticity, like realness of their life. Those that already have fame, they are trying to get more fame to themselves, and so they might not really bring the real stories, their real lives. Why the ones that are? I feel like he picks the wrong people for the show. That's what I feel. He does pick the wrong people for the show. When he picked when okay, look at the history, Melody and the rest. Yes, Melody and the rest, Mattel, the rest are now celebrities now. But when they started, they weren't. Nobody knew of Melody Holtz before. Nobody knew of Mattel Holtz before. Nobody knew of um Masal, the Scots. Nobody knew of them before. So they started as fresh, husbands and wives that are just trying to navigate life. Yes, they had a little bit of wealth, they had businesses, yes, but they were just natural,
right,
normal, everyday family,
right.
not people that already had a little bit of fame. So I feel like he should go back to his roots. Just because, yes, you did Love and Marriage Huntsville and and yes, they have become celebrities now and they are now known, doesn't mean that every city you have to go to now, you have to look for people that have a little bit of celebrity status. I think he should have picked people that were new to this. They'll bring their realness, they'll bring, fresh, they'll just bring this freshness. I don't know. That's just what I feel like. Even if he wants to go to another city, they want to go in that city, they should do it right.
I agree.
Should do it right.
They need fresh blood. You know, they need, like I said, venture out. The United States is a big place. You got successful marriages everywhere. But then, you got your ups and downs in marriages. Nothing is perfect. Trust me, I know. you know. So if he ventured out into different cities, like, does it always have to be middle class? You know what I'm saying? What about some of the lower class families that's not making, $100,000 a year?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? What about those stories? What about those people?
that is what um that's what I was saying. Go for the lower class. Go for people that are they are not known. Don't look for the Ashleys. Don't look for the Silvers. Don't look for the Tylers. Don't look for the this lady was already on another reality TV show. Don't look for those people. For fresh faces. That was how we started. That was how we had people like the Sports. That's how we have people like Melody now. I
Right.
don't know.
Go for the average working couple. You know what I'm saying?
But that's that, I don't know. Carlos doesn't. He's not. I'm sorry. Nah, let me not say what I want to say. I'm not saying what I want to say, but I just feel like he needs to have a change of. But I don't. But I want to ask this question. Um, is it just me, or do I feel like reality TV series is this period are not doing great?
What did she say?
I said, is it just me, or do I feel like reality TV shows and series, like not series, shows, reality TV series and shows are not doing great this period?
No, I think, people get on these shows, they get a little fame, they get even more money than they had, and I think some of their heads kind of get blown up. You know what I'm saying? And then
Mm-hmm.
they start to become people that they weren't at the beginning of the show, or if they were, now their true selves actually coming out, you know, and then when they get all the bad press, all of a sudden they don't like the position they're in because they're thinking that, oh, well, I'm gonna be the villain, or I'm gonna be, the one who's the nicest, whatever. They're gonna get feedback, whatever it is. You're on reality TV. You know what I'm saying? So I think
Mm-hmm.
a lot has to do with how much recognition they get after they're on the show, you know, and then those who are true to themselves, you see, and those who were hiding in the background, to become this bigger than life image, you can kind of see that too.
Yeah. Well, let's just see how it should be. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for joining us today on another review and recap of Love and Marriage CC. We'll catch you guys next week again for another recap. Don't forget to also join us tomorrow for Married to Medicine and also RHOP. Join us tomorrow, same time for RHOP and Married to Medicine recap and review. And don't forget, those that will be joining us for Minds of Medicine, like we say, it's going to be an open panel. So you can literally join us in and give us your opinion in tomorrow's review of the reunion, right? So see you
Can't
guys same
wait.
time tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.